A new season of the WNBA is on the horizon, with the Indiana Fever preparing for the significant challenges that lie ahead, having made substantial adjustments. Caitlin Clark's team has revamped more than 50% of its roster and appointed a new coach, who is still acclimatizing, generating considerable anticipation regarding how Stephanie White will utilize her newly assembled team when the 2025 season commences. Caitlin Clark harbors ambitions for the 2028 Olympics, hinting at a two-sport challenge to compensate for her absence in Paris, stating, "Evidently, on paper, we possess a very strong team." She further elaborated on the limited time available for the Fever to integrate their new players into the established core. She emphasized that the 2024 team was predominantly youthful and lacked experience in the postseason, highlighting the crucial role of the new players in this context. She mentioned wnba, Sydney Colson, and Natasha Howard as examples of newcomers who could provide essential leadership within the team environment. In her comments about White, she took a moment to express her admiration. "Steph is one of the most astute basketball minds I have ever encountered. This is widely recognized throughout the league. Everyone respects her coaching style and her leadership abilities." The Fever's standout player did not conceal her excitement regarding the start of the season, noting that the inclusion of experience addressed what was lacking in last year's team. Clark is certainly not the only one thrilled about the Fever's return to action. It is well known that the Indiana Fever executed numerous changes during the WNBA offseason. The team revamped over half of its roster and hired a new coach, making it intriguing to observe how Stephanie White will strategize with her personnel at the inception of the 2025 season. This personnel commences with the star player Caitlin Clark. Clark appeared as a guest on ESPN's Bird and Tarsi show, sharing her insights on the team's new additions and the anticipated adjustments. "Evidently, on paper, we have a very strong team," Clark remarked. She then emphasized the need for the Fever to quickly adapt given the influx of new players joining the existing core. "But we should be quite competitive," she continued. "I believe we have added significant experience, which was essential." Clark highlighted the youth of the 2024 squad and their lack of postseason exposure, which elucidated the importance of what the new players contribute. She acknowledged wnba, Sydney Colson, and Natasha Howard as exemplary new teammates who could instill leadership within the locker room. Clark proceeded to laud White, stating, "Steph is among the most intelligent basketball intellects I have encountered. This is a sentiment recognized universally across the league. Everyone values her coaching approach and her leadership style." The Fever player expressed her enthusiasm for the upcoming season, noting that the addition of experience would address the shortcomings she perceived in last year's team performance. Notably, Clark shares this enthusiasm, along with others, as the Fever prepares to return to the court. Even before Paige Bueckers concluded her college journey, Caitlin Clark made a live television appeal for significant alterations to the WNBA schedule ahead of Bueckers' anticipated entry in the 2025 season. Clark, who was named the WNBA Rookie of the Year with the Indiana Fever, participated alongside retired basketball stars Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi during ESPN's alternate broadcast of the NCAA championship match featuring South Carolina against Bueckers' UConn on Sunday. Bueckers and the Huskies secured the program's first national title since 2016 by decisively defeating the Gamecocks with a score of 82-59. As the game progressed and the outcome became clearer in the second half, the discussion between Clark, Bird, and Taurasi shifted towards Bueckers and her future in the WNBA. "She can take on a point guard role, but she's also adept at playing off the ball," Clark remarked, regarding Bueckers' potential in the WNBA. "This will create an intriguing dynamic alongside Dallas Wings guard Arik Ogunbowale. It's well understood that she'll be the first pick." During the NCAA tournament, Bueckers substantiated the prevalent speculation of her intention to enter the 2025 WNBA draft, scheduled for April 14th. The Dallas Wings hold the #1 overall pick and are anticipated to select Bueckers. Evidently, Clark is eager to see Buchers competing against her in a Wings uniform this season. She expresses a preference for a larger venue, specifically the American Airlines Center, the home arena of the Dallas Mavericks. That arena is a great place to compete as well, Clark commented on Dallas's current venue. It's an intimate setting and quite vibrant. Honestly, they should consider hosting every game at American Airlines because Page can attract that kind of audience. Presently, the Wings play at College Park Center, which seats 6,251 and also hosts UT Arlington basketball. During her initial game there last season, Clark achieved 24 points and set the WNBA record for assists in a single game, with a remarkable total of 19. She insisted that more fans should have the chance to witness her performance this year, potentially against Buchers. From what I understand, the Fever will be playing at American Airlines Center for one of our games, Clark stated on Sunday, directly addressing the Wings management. We hope that the other game can also be relocated. We would greatly appreciate it, Dallas Wings, if you could facilitate that. Dallas has confirmed that its home game against the Fever on June 27th will take place at American Airlines Center. This marks the first occasion the franchise will perform in the Mavericks Arena, which accommodates 19,200 spectators. This decision aligns with other WNBA teams, including the Chicago Sky, Connecticut Sun, and Atlanta Dream, which have opted to transfer home games against the Fever to larger venues to satisfy the demand from fans wishing to watch Clark in action. The Wings are set to host another home match on August 1st against the Fever, with the current plan for it to be held at College Park Center. Caitlin Clark, a standout player for the Indiana Fever, garnered attention last month when a photo emerged during the Big Ten women's basketball tournament, highlighting her well-defined biceps, a notable change compared to the prior season. That viral image circulating, showcasing those arms, remarked Sue Bird, prompting laughter from Clark during the Bird and Taurasi show on Sunday afternoon, coinciding with the Women's National Championship game. Everyone seems curious. After humorously stating that AI is going out of control, Clark responded, "I'm simply working on getting stronger by spending ample time in the weight room. It's an activity I genuinely enjoy, so focusing on that aspect of my game comes naturally." Caitlin Clark, a prominent figure for the Indiana Fever, joined Taurasi, the former Phoenix Mercury superstar, and freshly inducted Hall of Famer Sue Bird on the Bird and Taurasi show on Sunday during the national championship matchup between UConn and South Carolina. Upon appearing on Zoom, Clark commenced by congratulating Taurasi on her recent retirement from the Mercury. "Sadly, the harsh reality is now setting in for me," Taurasi joked, causing Clark to laugh heartily. Taurasi's comment harkened back to her previous remarks about Clark and other rookies from the class of 2024, as they prepared for their transition into the WNBA. She had mentioned to SportsCenter's Scott Van Pelt that reality is approaching. There are steps to this journey. It's a part of life that we all experienced. Although Clark encountered a somewhat sluggish beginning to her inaugural season, she ultimately secured fourth place in MVP voting, becoming nearly unanimously recognized as Rookie of the Year. She shattered the WNBA's single-season assists record with 336 and established the rookie single-season scoring record, demolishing almost every record set by Fever rookies. Over the season, she maintained a team-leading average of 19.2 points per game, alongside 8, 4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds. "You had an extraordinary rookie season," Taurasi commented to Clark during the broadcast. "You truly surpassed everyone's expectations." The Fever concluded the season with a record of 20-20 and reached the playoffs for the first time since 2016, only to be eliminated in the first round by the Connecticut Sun. Indiana underwent an extensive reconstruction during the offseason, implementing a new front office and coaching staff led by Stephanie White, alongside the addition of 7 new players. Taurasi inquired with Clark regarding the forthcoming WNBA season, noting that newcomers such as Natasha Howard, Dewana Bonner, and Sophie Cunningham position the team for immediate competitiveness. Clearly, on paper, we possess a very strong team, Clark stated. However, we only begin training camp on the 27th, followed by consecutive preseason games on May 3rd and May 4th, which provides a brief window to integrate everything. With 7 new components, whether we finalize with 11 or 12 players, that constitutes more than half of our roster, and that is inherently challenging. Nonetheless, I believe we should perform quite well, and I am enthusiastic about it.